So hi guys, welcome back to Jamaican chapter, um, part two, of our tour of Santa Cruz, Saint Elizabeth. Of course, in part one, the video ends here, right here at the Juicy Beef Patties in Santa Cruz. So what I'm gonna do now is to start part two exactly where part one left off. And I'm gonna try my best in part two not to let the video shake the way it shaped in part one. So we're continuing along down Main Street, and we're starting off at Juicy Beef Patty. So again, welcome to part two in the tour of Santa Cruz, Saint Elizabeth. Let the journey begin. Alright, so we are continuing part two. So we have just left the Juicy Beef Patties and now we are heading along. And speaking about Juicy Beef Patty, when Juicy Beef Patty first came to Santa Cruz, that was the building that they were on originally, the Beagles Plaza. And now they are where they are. Now across from the road, there we have a big supermarket right there, and that's called Max Bargain Supermarket. And as we continue along the journey, once you pass Max Bargain Supermarket, you'll have in town right there on your right, in town, right at where in town is now. That is where the Santa Cruz ice factory used to be. Yeah, the ice factory was there for a very, very long time. Now it's gone. People are pretty much having the electricity. With electricity reaching rural areas, many people now have their own fridge and things like that. So the ice factory is gone, including the one. Many ice factories across Jamaica are now closed anyway, and this one was closed and it was pushed down, and now we have the in-town super center, and yeah, that's where it is. You can find ATM over there. You can also find MoneyGram and some other money transfer businesses. And then we're passing Beagles Plaza. Unlike the first video, I am ensuring that the camera doesn't shake a lot in part two here, so you can see it's a lot more steadier. Once we pass there, we now reach the gate of Scotiabank. This is Scotiabank. That's Scotiabank. And opposite to Scotiabank is Market Street. And that's the market. Market Street. And then you have PJ right there on the right of Market Street. And you have the Black River bus park on the left. You can get taxis from there. And it's not really a bus park, it's more like a taxi stand. It's called a transport center, and it has a number. So over there you can get taxis to Black River, to Holland Village, to Middle Quarters, and pretty much anywhere you go in between Santa Cruz and Black River, you'll find a taxi there. Before the taxi, Before the taxi stand came there, the place, there were a lot of vendors there, and there was a fire.
Everybody was coming to
2008, that there was a big fire there, and they just clear it up and put the transport center there. We call it the Black River Taxi Stand. So let's keep moving on. Alright, so after you pass the Black River Taxi Stand, you pretty much keep going down. And what we reach here now, on the right you have Value P Plaza. Value P Plaza over there, and there's also a little garage. It used to be there. That's Value P Plaza, and then on your left is Hales Plaza. Hales Plaza. Hales Plaza. So that's the road that leads down to the end of Main Street, Santa Cruz. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut the video now, and then I'm gonna take you down to the end of Main Street and show you what we can find down there. Alright, so we are closing in to the end of Main Street, but before we reach there we have Legister and Son Plaza. This is Legister and Son Plaza. There was a big supermarket here called Shoppers Fair, but for some reason it's no longer in business. I know it wasn't called Shoppers Fair. It was called Ride with the Tide, and it's no longer here. So on Legister and Son Plaza, you're pretty much just gonna find some, you know, barber shop, things like that. Then right close to the end of Santa Cruz, you find the last gas station. That's the last gas station you will meet before you leave the town. And then on your right, as we're reaching to the stoplight, you'll find Bashco on the right. I don't know why Bashco, they set the business in such a way that you don't even know that there's a business around here. So that's Bashco right as you're reaching the stoplight in the intersection here. You have Bashco right over there. Look at it. The business is actually, the entrance to the business is at the front. I don't know if Bashco and anyone from Bashco is seeing this video, but this is a big mistake. Put the business, the entrance at the front, man. So, this is the intersection, and on your left, on your left will be Retirement Road. Yeah, so I see that car, white car driving in on your left. That's Retirement Road, Santa Cruz, and we're at the stoplight. Let me give you a little look at Retirement Road. So that's Retirement Road on your left as you reach the second stoplight going through the town. I'm gonna go across the road and okay, so we just passed the intersection. We're at the bottom of Main Street, and there's an important church as we end Main Street. Now, when you pass the stoplight, that's the intersection, you're gonna move down like you're going Black River way. So if you're coming from Black River, this is the view you get when you're entering Santa Cruz. You will see Retirement Road is now on your right, Bashko on the left. This is what you get when you're entering the town of Santa Cruz if you're coming from Black River. Right there, that's the intersection. Alright, so I'm gonna take you down past the intersection, and the reason for this is because we are going to a church which is nearby. Alright, so there is a garage on your left. There's a garage on your left. I want to point the camera over there, but there's some guys that's looking at me and probably wondering why I'm videoing. Alright, so the reason why I take you past the intersection is because we want to bring you to a church called Sharon Baptist Church. This is Sharon Baptist Church, and if, as I said before, if you're coming from Black River Way, that's the view you get when you're entering the town of Santa Cruz. Right? So we are gonna head over now to the Sharon Baptist Church. Yes, look at it. The gates are open, allowing you to walk right in. So this is the Sharon Baptist Church. Alright, so we're on the church ground, less noise of course. And as you walk on the church ground, and the Sharon Baptist Church you can use here for also conference, seminar. I did my CXC exam here. When that's for the school, of course. So it's a school place not just for church service, but other activities. And as you walk on the church compound, if you look down, you'll notice tombstones. Those flat tombstones, that's people buried there. And there are many individuals who are buried along the walkway here. Here's another one here. Here's another one here. This person died somewhere. He was born in the 1800s, died somewhere. Anyway, so here's another one here. People are buried actually right there on the ground. And over time, of course, those two flat tombstones got destroyed. So at the back of the church is this, and if you're keeping a seminar or anything, then that's where you have to rent over there. All right. So guys, this is the Sharon Baptist Church, and if you look at the back of the church here, going right down, you have the part that most of the tombs are centered. You know, the cemetery. Yeah, the cemetery. As you see, we have walked over tombstones, and those tombstones are pretty much abandoned because now you have cars driving over them, and you have people walking over them, and some of them were buried very long ago, very, very long ago. So what happened is that there has to be a record of those tombstones, of course. Now we enter the burial ground of the Sharon Baptist Church. Oh my God, this place is a mess. There are what you call it? Those flowers that people lay on grave, they are just scattered all over the place. Whoa. Whoa. Alright, so this is the burial ground of the Sharon Baptist Church. A lot of the graves, some are old. Let's take a look at some. I know this is a tour of Santa Cruz, but hey, here is somebody. This is Lita D. Dunkley, mother, sister, aunt. Okay, she died in 2019. That's just recent. Here is one. This is recent also. Millicent Graham died 2020. Some of these look recent. Some of these look really recent. But the place doesn't seem to be taken care of, though. I have to admit that. It's kind of like a mess, like they don't have somebody to take good care of the place. Here we have a grave of Pamela Roy Coley, born 1942, died 2009. And oh, here's some older ones. Here's an older one. 2013. Okay. And some of the graves, they look as if they're sinking into the ground. Anyway, so this is the churchyard of the Sharon Baptist Church. It really needs some fixing up. Really. Alright guys, so pretty much this is we come to the end of our video. Of Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth. Hi guys, so we have come to the end of part 2 in the tour of Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments, subscribe, and if you like the video, hit the like button, because Jamaican Chapter is a new channel, and it is growing. So by hitting the subscribe button, new videos will be suggested to you when I post them. So stay tuned, because there are more videos to come. This is the end of the tour of Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth. And from here, I'm still on the ground of the of the Sharon Baptist Church. And I say, peace out.